We begin with details and a follow-up to an emotional day in court where a Strongsville teenager found out she could spend the rest of her life in prison. Mackenzie Shirilla was convicted last week in the 2022 murders of two when she drove a speeding car into a building. She was sentenced today, and her family and the families of the victims made what were at times tearful statements in court. Our senior crime and justice correspondent, Lydia Esparra, has more on the sentence and what could happen next.
Mackenzie Shirilla waived her constitutional rights to a jury of her peers and went for a bench trial. Attorney Eric Smith has worked both sides of the defense and prosecution.
I suspect that the reason for that is that something about the evidence was concerning enough for defense counsel.
And there was this, Shirilla going to a concert and this TikTok video.
Smoke that dumb weed as a
as she celebrated Halloween, a few short months after she killed her boyfriend Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan. It happened in July of 2022 at this business park in Strongsville. She went from 35 miles an hour to 100, slamming the car into this building. Shirilla had a tumultuous relationship with Russo. She said this before her sentence.
The families of Dom and Davion, I'm so deeply sorry. I hope one day you can see I would never let this happen or do it on purpose. I wish I could remember what happened.
For the families, all that matters, their loved ones are gone. Davion's sister.
Now that Davion is gone, I feel stuck. I feel as if I can't move forward.
Dominic's brother.
Dom was not only my brother, he was also my best friend.
Then it was Judge Nancy Russo's turn.
The difficulty for sentencing today, honestly, is whether or not I believe you should get consecutive sentences.
But she gave her instead 15 years to life for both murders, with the two sentences to be served concurrently. The best outcome for Shirilla, says Smith.
Where every sentence starts at the same time and the clock begins at the same time.
She will be eligible for parole in 15 years.
There's a very good likelihood, Mackenzie, that you will spend the rest of your life in prison.
But for the mothers of Dominic and Davion, no sentence will ever take away their grief.
We will make sure your memory lives on.
No one can imagine the pain of losing a child unless they have lost one themselves.
And we ache for the day that we are united again in eternity.
Now, Judge Nancy Russo said it was up to Shirilla and the parole board to decide if she ever makes parole. Now, the prosecutor is hoping during her time behind bars, she owns up to what happens and makes true change. Now, it's fair to say that Shirilla and her family will probably appeal the conviction.
Okay, Lydia Esparra, thank you.
Sure.